guys and girls, Chokester here, bringing another episode of Skyfactory3. We are up to episode number 19 already, and look at that. Do I look like the king? I got my scepter and everything. And yeah, maybe not. All right, so our Void resource miner has been going gangbuster. I've already taken out all the mica. I have a lot of mica, all the alabaster, the basalt, the obsidian, the sand, lots of good stuff. So let's go take a look and see what we have. We now have, so if I look up mica, all right, we have 273 mica in there, and how about alabaster, which we've never had before? We have 421 alabaster, and basalt, which is a new one to us, 173. So very cool. That white lens, remember, has been focusing on the white kind of blocks, like the mica and the alabaster. So that's why we have more of those. So a little bit of housekeeping. So we have, wait for it, we have Sargsian. Alla Sargsian. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. You were the first to comment. So I apologize heartedly if I messed up your name. That you'll have to forgive me. So congratulations. We want to do the Void miner today, though. So let's look up the Void ore miner. We've done the resource miner, now the Void ore miner. And what I'm going to need is some actual ores here. Now, I have diamond ores, so let's just take a look. These are from loot bags. Very cool. And I have, let's just take a look at all the ores. We really have diamond ore and emerald ore. Looks like I got a few gold chunks left over and some of the stuff. I should probably get rid of that. Anyway, we have some diamond ore. That's cool, but we don't have any iron ore. And if we look at how can I get iron ore, just the Void ore miner. So that's what we need to get, is the Void ore miner to make the Void ore miner. Wait, that doesn't work. Huh? There's another way. So we're going to do the quantum quarry. If we look at the quantum quarry, it's pretty straightforward. All we have to do is we have to make one of these, and this uses that stone burnt. Remember, we made stone burnt over there? Okay. And so we need that, plus we need, let's see, how many of these guys? We might have to make a little bit more stone burnt. We might have to make some of these. So let's make, we're going to need 6 of these. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's see how much we have of everything. We're going to need more end stone. Why? We just so happen to have a little bit. And let's go over here. And we just got a bunch of end stone. How nice is that? And let's try again. Let's see what we have. I know we have end rods. I already checked that. So one. Thank you kindly. If I put them in, there we go. We're going to need 6 of these, one for all sides. So 4 and 5. Good, we have enough. Now we're going to need a couple other things. So I have already prepared a power cell. Okay, so this guy, let me make sure it has a card in it. And it's all juiced up. Yes, we are all linked. And so we have power. Just like the other blocks, we're going to need a chest, but this time I'm going to do this storage chest. And let's see, I do have some medium ones, so that's cool. I'll grab one of those. And the last thing is we're going to need a filter. So let's go ahead and grab a filter, and it's just an EU2 because these come from EU2, extra utilities too. So we're going to need one of these item filters because of course we're getting items. So let's make one of those, and that should be good. Now, in theory, I should be able to put a lever. I believe this supports a lever, so let's go ahead and grab one of those, and let's go set this up over here. Same place, our little lip here with our mining, right? Oh, one thing I do have to check here is let's just check to see if we have any. All right, so we have one right there, right where I picked that up. Okay, no worries. So the way this works is that you have to put the quantum quarry down, and these other blocks will not put anywhere. I'm right clicking and they will not go anywhere. Oops. They will not go anywhere except for on the side of here. So I can put this here, but since I have to go all 6 sides, I had to raise it up one. So that's why I put this underneath here as a temporary block. And then what I'm going to need to do is we should be able to come down here and reach it. There we go. So that's the structure of the quantum quarry. It's just 6 of these actuators around all sides with the center block. All right, so we'll put this It can be anywhere. I'm going to put it right on top. I'm going to put the power cell right on the side. And just like we did over there, but only inverse. Yeah, I meant to do that, right? And look at that. It's already going like gangbusters. So we're already getting some ores. Now I can just let this go. We're really only going to probably be using this for right there. That's what we needed right there. That's it. Done. We can shut this off. So I believe this responds to a redstone signal. No, it does not. Can I tell it to? Yes, I can. There we go. And there we go. All right, so now we have stopped. So, but I can get other cool stuff, prosperity shards and so on. So, but that's all we needed from this. So that was it. Nice and quick. Oh, there we go. And so let's go. Getting stuck. All right, so let's go over here and let's look at the void ore miner. All right, so what does it take? And it takes, of course, these clear lenses, which we've already made a whole bunch of. And, well, at least we made a bunch of glass. So let's see if we actually have enough to make this whole thing. Right here. All right, and we have this block of quartz we should have. And so there we go. So void ore miner. And let's go ahead and grab our, was it called assembler? Yes, it was. Let's grab the assembler, and we'll place that down. And then we'll hit that left, and I'll show you that tier 1 is structure block 1 or above. Now, we could go big with this too. The thing is that I have a ton of resources, and frankly, I don't need much. There's a couple of things I need. What I want is, I want dimensional shards. All right, so if we look up these dimensional shards here, all right, it says it comes from the looting, but what I'm hoping for is this guy right here. So to get it out of the void ore miner with a white lens. And I don't think I can get this. Yeah, there's no recipe for that, and none for the end version of it. So that's what I want. I want this dimensional shard ore with a white lens. And the question is how much? Do I need a tier 4 level? I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the tier 1 for right now and see how much we get. The other thing I want is we're going to be getting into draconic evolution soon, and frankly we have enough of this, but what I'd like to see is if I get the recipe, do we have a void? Yeah, it doesn't look like it comes from the ore miner at all. So that's not going to be an option. But what about, or at least the ingots, but let's see this right here. So let's see this stuff. Yeah, it does. If we were to put a purple lens on here, which is just with purple dye. Otherwise, if we do a 1.89% for a clear, but I'm guessing, doesn't say here, but I'm guessing that if we use a white lens so that we can focus on the dimensional shards, that it would also be 1.89% for draconium ore. But it'd be nice. It'd be nice. I honestly think 8.3 thousand or 8,300 draconium ingots is probably enough, and we always have the chance to make more. So I really don't need to get this. It's just kind of nice, right? It's just one of those things that it's nice to have a steady flow coming in. So we cannot get it from that quantum quarry. We can't get the dimensional shards, which is ultimately what I'm doing this for. So why don't we build tier 1, and I'm going to set these up at patterns. So give me let's see here. So we've already done the void ore miners, so we need, let's bring up this first, environmental. All right, so then in our we need T. Okay, so we're going to need 24 structure blocks. We should already have those. So structure, so tier 1, so we need 24 to go. And then our next one is we need machine base. I think we did make machine base already, didn't we? Machine base, we sure did. Now we could also make a different material too, because now we have alabaster. That might actually be kind of cool to see. It's all right. It's all right. We don't really care that much. We might go back and change them now that we have the ability to make these real quick. So yeah, we'll just change the recipe. Laser core, and remember the white lens. Okay, so we need 2 of the laser cores. So of course, and environmental, and then we want this laser core. 2 of these, please. Thank you kindly. And the clear lens, first one we have to make. I need to make that center one. Should have known that. Seleme, and then there. And then we're going to mix this with bone meal. And so this, please. Now we have a white lens. Okay, so we should be able to grab our machine base. We should be able to grab our structure. Excellent. And we will grab this guy. And we're going to need yet another power cell. Although, you know what? Let's go down here and let's borrow this power cell from this guy, because this was temporary for right now. And while there's lots of great resources that come from it, it's not the one I want. Not the one. Now this is tier 1, so we can effectively, it will be about the same size. So let's see. We were, how many up were we? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4th up. So I'm just temporarily, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then it's the 4th one. So we will put this down. And then we will get rid of these guys, and then we will hit this with the wand from above, and are not quite there. Let's see, something underneath here? No, this guy might be in the way, and that should be good. Let's try that. I think it didn't say structure complete. Oh, I know why. I know why. Have to get in here. Is it this one? No. Yes. Well, I have no idea what happened, but after I broke this down, I ended up with 23 structure blocks and only 16 stone machine base. I swear I had them. I don't know what happened there, but oops, not that. That one. That's the one we need. All right, let's try this again. Try this again. And there we go. Multi-block assembly complete. And we do have access down there. Perfect. So we have our power cell. Let's put this right there. And I'm going to, for right now, yeah, let's pop home and get a new one. We'll leave that there for now, just in case. Just in case. So storage. Grab another one of these and head on back. Let's see, this one should work. Come on, there we go. All right, that should work, and sure enough. Okay, so now this one doesn't have the ability to filter like this does. We made this filter, and so let's go ahead and set this up while this runs a little bit. We'll see what we gather. So you can place a filter in here. So let's look in here, and we'll say, yeah, we don't want dirt, and we don't want this, and yeah, we got plenty of all of this. We have no need for any of this. Oops. There we go. Okay, so let's just do that as an example. So we'll go ahead and put these in there. All right, and then I'm going to say it's a blacklist. I don't want any of these. Okay, so that's same thing. We can also grab andesite. Well, actually, technically, if I were to, I can actually optimize this a little bit more and turn on, you know, the MBT and or dictionary kind of stuff. So so for right now, that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and put this in. We will say, don't ignore NBT. Yes, and match or dict. So that should be magic and the anything else like granite, andesite, and so on. So in theory, I shouldn't need to put regular stone in here as long as I have one of these, and I could actually remove one of those. And so this is not or dictionaried, and that looks pretty good. So now when I place this filter in here, and so when it will run, it will not grab any of those. So we don't have any power right now, so we don't need it to run, but it's set up for the future. So there we go. We're cranking along. Excellent. Excellent. Oops, there we go. So let me go dump this stuff off here. And now the next thing is I saw, let me leave that this in my inventory just in case. So what I've been noticing is that I've been getting these microstutters. I don't remember if I mentioned it before. I shouldn't say microstutters. I've been getting a lot of heavy lag, and we're doing pretty good right now. And I started noticing it when it gets up to about 7 or 8% utilization. And so I started noticing that, you know, this, you know, I had all my my eggs, and remember I set up this over here. This here takes out flint chicken, and I compare damage, no, compare MBT, no. And what it does is this grabs all the hatchery chicken eggs, and then this grabs all the chicken eggs. And so it just filters them all out, and dumps in, since this is an exporter, dumps it into the trash can. And so that has put everything, all the eggs then into the trash can, and then all of a sudden everything's smooth as butter again. So I don't think it has anything to do with the chicken eggs per se. I think it has to do with the percentage. There's also a new version of refined storage out, as I say this, that handles integration with colossal chests a lot better. Basically what it is Minecraft is not meant to do 2.3 million inventory items, and so accessing that has to be done in a very specific way in order to not induce lag. And so Refined Storage is coming out with their version of how to, or not their version, but I mean a version that leverages the right way to interface with that. So I haven't upgraded that yet, so hopefully I won't be able to, or I will be able to have greater than 4, 5, 6% finished, so, or filled up. And there we go, we get our first set of dimensional shard, or first couple ores. Excellent, that's what I want, that's what I want. Okay, we are now at the point where we want to trash these two things. Okay, I want to next make the at environmental tech, I want to next make the NanoBot beacon controller. And so that's pretty straightforward. It's Dragon's Breath, one of these modifier cores, a beacon, a brewing stand, all the things that we have access to. So very straightforward. So let's make this real quick. Let me just put NanoBot on here, or down here. Nano, there we go. That makes it easier to find it each time. And so we'll need to make a beacon. Thank you, sir. May I have another? No, you may not. Let's make this, and perfect. And then the blocks of gold. With that, we should be able to grab this. Okay, so let's see what this requires. And let's use our assembler, left click. There we go. Very, very similar. All we need is this same old structure block, machine base, and then in this case, we're going to need modifier cores. Now let's take a look at these modifier cores. This is where things get really cool. So modifier cores are all of these. Now we have the basic ones. This doesn't do anything. Right? It's just a placeholder, and it can be made with it, but what's the point? The modifiers we want are speed modifiers. So just exactly the same thing as that. Piezo or piezo modifier. This is for the solar panel. It is not for our NanoBot controller. Same thing with the accuracy miner, or modifier. It's for the void miner. But there is a flight modifier. Same thing this does. There's a night vision. Same thing our other ring does in our refined storage, and so on. Haste and strength and water breathing and regen and saturation and resistance and jump boost and fire resistance. So all of those will be really cool to not have to carry an item around. It just automatically gives it to us, and that's the benefit of the NanoBot. So I'm going to take the time to make some structure bases with the other ones and make some patterns, and I'll bring you guys back. All right, I have made all the patterns I need. Yep, I'm good. So if we look at NanoBot, I've made the tier 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so there's our NanoBot controller tier 4. So if I hit this with the assembler, you can see we need 80 structure block tier 4s, 60 machine base, and 16 modifier cores, or any upgraded version. Now, first thing is the tier 4. Remember the tier 4 structure blocks? Let's pick a tier 4. It requires a nether star. So I've been doing a lot of nether star mining and or farming. I just let that guy go full bore. You notice that the top is all kind of covered. I did have a weird where the explosion were cascading upward just once, and so it kind of took off the top layer, and so I kind of reinforced it just with cobble. It's not a big deal. But if we look at let's go back to our environmental tech, right? So I need a lot of nether stars for those structure blocks. So let's go ahead and get those started. And I did make these alabaster ones, so I want to do it in tier 4. So let's go do 60 of them, 70, 80. There we go. And so let's make sure we have everything. Yes, all looks good. And it's going to be cranking away at that. Now, the next thing is the modifiers. So let's just look at the modifiers. You'll see I've made the crafting for each of these. However, so they all require a modifier core, and that's pretty straightforward, right? It's just a bunch of this clear glass, and then we've got this piezo modifier, all right? That's we're not going to be using. That's for our solar panel for when it's raining. There's the accuracy modifier. That's for void miners, which I don't really care that much about. The flight modifier, we want that. So let's go ahead and grab one of those. Oops. Let's see here. I do have a flight modifier. What do I need to? Yeah, that's right. It's got to make a whole bunch of stuff for it. And so now we have a flight modifier. So that's good. Now we can have up to, how many did it say we need? Or we can have up to 16. Okay. So, or not even up. We need 16. We can have any combination of these for the most part. So, for instance, I can't have more than one flight modifier. That just, I can, but it won't do any good. So, but things like night vision, yeah, I want one of those. And I made myself potions of night vision. Remember, that's just golden carrots. So we will, let's go to our modifiers again. And so we'll make our potion of night vision. Did I make one for that? I thought I did. That's the green one. Thank you. Okay. So we'll make that. And I've already got potions in there. And good stuff. All right, so we've got the night vision, and then I've also got strength. Now, I think strength, I can have multiple ones. So I'm going to make a couple of these. So there's one, and I think I made enough. I just want to do these one at a time. Okay, yeah, I made enough for 2. And then there's the speed modifier. Now I'm hoping to be able to get to speed 3. So let's go ahead and make 2 more, and we'll see. We'll see if we can get speed 3. That'll be really fancy. Ooh, I didn't mean to do make 4, but hey, why not? We'll go for it. All right, saturation modifier. Now I'm hoping to be able to get 2 of that. Now it needs these coarse fruits. That's the odd one about that. But let's see if we can get saturation 2. And that'll be fine. That'll keep us nice and full. And then regen 2, I believe, is the highest we can go. So I've made these potions of regen, made 8 of them, right? So actually I made, can only make 3, so I had to make 9 of them. So yeah, so already pre-planned for that. So there's regen. And then we have the night vision, good. And that should be about it. Now there's the resistance modifier, which needs these enchanted books. And so I think, yeah, good. Okay, so I guess I didn't make the, let's just go ahead and make that. And so I have this resistance. That would be pretty nice. Ooh, resist that damage. Got that. All right, so jump boost, I don't care that much about. Fire resistance, we have our crimson pendant. Remember, we made that last episode. So yeah, I think that's about it. Water breathing, we don't need in this world. Or regen, we have water breathing, strength, haste. Haste we don't need, that's for digging. Night vision modifier we have. So I think we're good. So now what we need to do is we have 2, 4, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11, so 12, 13. So yeah, and we are probably not going to do 4 of these speed modifiers. So we'll put one of those back. So that should be all 12, right? So 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Okay, so let's get our the rest of our stuff. Environmental, and we need all 80 of these. Now you guys see I have 80 in my inventory. Right. Okay. Good stuff. And then lastly, what was the last one was these 60 machine base. So it would be kind of cool to offset those with the black ones. So, or the dark gray. So that's cool. So we need 60 of them, right? Let me just make sure. I totally forgot. 60 machine base. Okay, thank you. You guys would not believe how you forget things when you're, especially when you're recording. I know it's not an excuse, but hey, that's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. Oh, wait, it is an excuse. All right, so we've got 60 of these bad boys. Okay, excellent. And, of course, we're going to need another power cell. Power cell. We're just cranking through this stuff left and right. But that's all good. And let's grab this. And you know what? While we're here making these, let's go ahead and make one for that quantum quarry since it's here. And it's real easy. Those are so simple to make. Don't forget. Oh, where am I going? Front side. Like a front side bus. What am I doing? Why am I doing that? No. I didn't need to go to the back side. My muscle memory remembered what I needed, but I was thinking I had to recharge those. Okay, let's grab this. And let's go, I don't know, where do we want to put this? We could put it up here. Oh, you know what? I want to put it over here. I want to put it right on top of here. Now, We might have to move this if we're going to, you know, increase this. But as of right now, we should be able to make the dragon egg and increase it in the future. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Now we're going to have to let me grab the book, because I got to see how tall this is, because this is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one indeed. Let's see, environmental tech. This guy, the digital guide. Let's see how big this is. NanoBot, right there. And let's go to tier 4, and that is 11 by 11 by 6. So it's just 6 tall. So no problem at all. So we will go over here. But it's an 11 by 11 structure, so it's going to be formidable. So let's go ahead and put something like this down, and we'll go 11 tall. So this is not an even. It's an even amount. Ugh. Yeah, maybe I don't know. It's going to look funky if it's 11 by 11. Ick. Why don't we go over here? We won't be able to. Not going to fit there either. Oh my goodness. I don't have a place to put this. Let's put it right here. I like it. We'll put it right here. So let's get rid of some of these, and we'll fix the lighting here in a minute. Alright, so we're going to need 11 of these. So 1, 2, come on, fly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So in theory, there we go. We will put this guy right there. There. And then let's get rid of this. And that's all she wrote. Build it for us, please. And so what it's going to do is it's going to scatter out those modifiers in there at will. And it doesn't matter where they are. It just really matters that they're in there somewhere. And you can mix and match. You can take things out. What am I missing? Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing, guys? Oh my goodness, this was only 6 high. Silly me. I'm just rushing. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, let's try this again. You guys are probably yelling at me. You need 16 modifier blocks, you dork. Yeah, well, I got me 4 blank ones. And so this should all work just fine. Now that we got all the stuff removed. And yes, no, yes, multi-block assembly complete. Now, so notice how I don't have anything over here, right? Just the speed 2. And so that's from what's in my inventory. And of course, I'm too high, you know, for my environmental controller. So let's put some power down. Weird, I keep dropping. That's weird. All right, there we go. And look at all of this that we have now. How cool. And you know what else? Oh, let's light this up real quick. I really don't want to put these. I'll fix that later. Let's just light these up here first, and there, and here, and oh, there, sure, why not? And that looks good. All right, no mobs are spawning there. Now, check this out. Wings the bat. See ya. And I can fly. And check this out. Speed gone. I still have speed. And that's cool. Now I should be stacking with this too. Remember, I have the regen and saturation. But that's the question. Yeah, I have regen 3 and saturation 3 when I'm right here. So that's really cool. And if I were to go over to the nether, so let's give that a go. Now, I still have the ability to fly over here, which is really cool. Anywhere, wherever I am, I'm going to have all of this, and I don't have to keep stuff in my inventory. Well, except for my items, of course. So that's really cool. Pretty cool, huh, guys? And notice I have night vision. Gives us that goofy look. All right, guys. How cool is that? Yeah. Very, very, very cool. I am excited for the NanoBot controller. So the other thing I did while I was hanging out is I put this guy on here, this power cell, and so yeah, we're good if we want to run that, mostly for the prosperity shards. So yeah, we're doing good. Look, we got some draconium. We got 24 dimensional shards. I'll take that right now. And we've also got some yellowite, which is a little bit hard to get, and this lundisite, which is witherproof. So all good stuff, all good stuff. Lots of other ores, and yeah, love it, love it, love it. We're cranking now. We got the few things that we were missing before. When we come back next episode, I'm going to show you how we're going to process this, and nice and quick. So as well as use fortune on it. Automated fortuning of dimensional shards. So all right, guys, we're going to have to wrap up here. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed bringing it to you. Let's get rid of those guys. No, let's do the whole thing. I just want to be in my... Yeah, there we go. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed bringing it to you. And so, if you did, I would appreciate leaving a like and also a subscribe if you want to see more content. Until then, I will catch you in the next episode. Talk to you later. Bye!